Good evening. The Florida Department of Transportation, Florida's Turnpike Enterprise, welcomes you to the Design Public Information Meeting for the Seminole Expressway State Road 417 widening project from south of Aloma Avenue to north of State Road 434 in Seminole County. This meeting will provide you with an opportunity to review the project details, ask questions, and provide comments concerning the project. Thank you for your interest in this project. This is the agenda for tonight's meeting. The meeting will begin by introducing the project team members participating in this virtual meeting. We will then show a project informational video that runs for approximately 10 minutes. After the project presentation, we will have a question and answer session, followed by closing remarks to conclude the virtual meeting. My name is Carlos Estrella. I'm the Turnpike's project manager. Here with me is John Kenty, representing the consultant team. John will be assisting me with the question and answer session. Tonight, I would like to recognize elected officials who registered to attend this virtual Design Public Information meeting. Welcome to all participants. If you do not hear the audio during the virtual meeting, please check your computer speaker settings using the control panel. If you experience technical difficulties during the virtual meeting, please contact technical support at the address shown on the screen. In the event of technical difficulties during the virtual meeting, please stay online while we work to resolve the issue. Next, I would like to show our project video, which will introduce you to this project. After the video, we will answer your questions.
The Florida Department of Transportation, Florida's Turnpike Enterprise, welcomes you to the Design Public Information meeting for the Seminole Expressway State Road 417 widening project from south of Aloma Avenue, or State Road 426, to north of State Road 434 in Seminole County. Thank you for your interest in the project. This project is being developed in accordance with the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act, public participation is solicited without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, religion, disability, or family status. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact Laura Duran at 407-264-3106 or Jacqueline Paramore at 850-414-4753. This design-build project involves improvements intended to improve safety, enhance operations, and accommodate future traffic volumes due to increased population and freight demands in Orange and Seminole counties. Today, we will present the project background, concept, and project schedule. As well, we'll be soliciting your input. The project is located in Seminole County, Florida, along the Seminole Expressway, or State Road 417. It begins south of Aloma Avenue, or State Road 426, at the Seminole County line and continues for approximately 6.6 miles northward to just north of State Road 434 in the city of Winter Springs. The adjacent land uses are comprised of residential, commercial, recreational, and institutional. 2 recreational trails cross the project corridor, those being the North and South Cross Seminole Trail. State Road 417 will be widened by adding 2 northbound and 2 southbound lanes. 3 existing interchanges along the project corridor will also be improved, including Aloma Avenue, Red Bug Lake Road, and State Road 434. This project is following the design-build project development process. This process includes 5 phases, as shown, beginning with 1, planning, 2, project development and environment study, 3, conceptual design, 4, procurement of design-build team, and finally 5, final design and construction. Our project team is currently working to complete Phase 3, or conceptual design. During Phase 3, our project team will be working to develop the request for proposal documents and the conceptual design plans, reevaluate the original project development and environment study, and obtain the necessary environmental permits. Phase 4 will use the information developed in Phase 3 to select a design-build team. Once a design-build team has been selected by FTE, final design and construction will be completed concurrently, thereby completing Phase 5. The project objective, as identified in the original State Environmental Impact Report, is to improve overall safety, enhance mobility, and accommodate projected traffic demand for 2045. The existing mainline configuration consists of two 12-foot lanes, a 10-foot outside shoulder, and an 8-foot inside shoulder in both the northbound and southbound directions. There is a guardrail adjacent to the southbound inside lane, as well as a 64-foot grassed median. The proposed turnpike mainline configuration consists of four 12-foot lanes, a 12-foot outside shoulder, and a 12-foot inside shoulder in both the northbound and southbound directions. Most of the widening is occurring along the inside lanes, with only 5 feet of widening along the outside lanes. Although the primary roadway improvements will consist of increasing the number of travel lanes along the main line from 4 to 8 lanes, there will be several concurrent improvements. Additional improvements will include enhancements to existing stormwater ponds, upgrades to the intelligent transportation system, such as wrong-way detection systems, construction of noise walls in areas according to FDOT criteria, installation of roadway lighting, enhancements to roadside safety features, and constructing, widening, and/or replacement of mainline bridges. Noise assessment must follow FDOT's policy, which is based on federal and state regulations. All subdivisions are treated to the same criteria. Only future noise is considered. Existing or construction noise is not considered. Noise walls must meet acoustic criteria to be feasible and reasonable, including cost-benefit requirements. Not all communities meet the FDOT criteria. For more information regarding the noise wall evaluation process and approach, please visit the project website shown on the slide for the Turnpike's traffic noise video. A noise wall evaluation was completed for the project corridor in 2016 and is currently being updated for this project to determine the locations, wall heights, and lengths of noise walls for areas that meet FDOT noise abatement criteria. During a noise evaluation, a computer model is used to predict future noise levels based on year 2045 traffic. Noise walls are considered for those qualifying locations with future predicted noise over 66 decibels, averaged over a 1-hour period. For walls to be included in the design plans, they must meet FDOT acoustical criteria for feasibility and reasonableness, and must be constructible. Heights and lengths of walls may be limited by engineering constraints. The walls that are proposed are shown on the project display boards and will be constructed along with the project. The improvements to the Aloma Avenue interchange that will be necessary to adequately accommodate the mainline improvements include replacement of existing expressway bridges over Aloma Avenue, shown in blue. 2 additional right turn lanes along the southbound off-ramp, resulting in a total of 3 right turn lanes. An additional left turn lane along the northbound off-ramp, resulting in a total of 3 left turn lanes. An additional eastbound right turn lane along the southbound on-ramp, which creates a total of 2 right turn lanes. Pedestrian and bicycle accommodations including 8-foot pedestrian sidewalks on each side, shown in white. 5-foot bicycle lanes which are separated from the travel lane by a 2-foot buffer, shown in green. An additional westbound through lane along Aloma Avenue for a total of 3 through lanes. And an additional eastbound left turn lane along Aloma Avenue for a total of 2 left turn lanes. This is an eastward-looking graphical representation of the improvements to the Aloma Avenue interchange once the project is completed. The improvements to the Red Bug Lake Road interchange that will be necessary to adequately accommodate the mainline improvements include modification of existing expressway bridge, shown in blue, an additional right turn lane along the northbound off-ramp, resulting in a total of 2 right turn lanes, and an additional eastbound left turn lane from Red Bug Lake Road to northbound Seminole Expressway, for a total of 2 left turn lanes. This is a westward-looking graphical representation of the improvements to the Red Bug Lake Road interchange once the project is completed. The improvements to the State Road 434 interchange that will be necessary to adequately accommodate the mainline improvements include modification of existing expressway bridge, shown in blue, an additional left turn lane along the southbound off-ramp, for a total of 2 left turn lanes and an additional right turn lane for a total of 2 right turn lanes, and an additional eastbound left turn lane from State Road 434 to the Seminole Expressway, leading to a total of 2 left turn lanes. This is a westward-looking graphical representation of the improvements to the State Road 434 interchange once the project is completed. The Turnpike strives to provide an aesthetically appealing roadway. Therefore, we use aesthetics guidelines that provide consistency in our projects. On this slide are a few examples of the aesthetic treatments that we anticipate using on the project's bridges, retaining walls, and noise walls. The current project schedule includes this design build public information meeting and the advertisement of a design build project in the first quarter of 2023. There will be approximately 1 year of procurement, and later, design and construction is expected to begin in the fourth quarter of 2023. Your comments are essential to this process and will help Florida's Turnpike Enterprise understand your concerns and suggestions for improvements. We encourage you to provide a written comment tonight, or if you prefer, you may mail your comments or submit by email. All contact information is also included in the project handout. You can also submit your comments directly through the project website. The website address is www.seminolexpyaloma434.com. We would appreciate your written comments by September 12th, 2022. For more information, attendees of the virtual meeting can submit a question via the GoToWebinar question box or using one of the previously mentioned communication methods after the meeting. All attendees may also review the project information posted on the project website, which includes all the information presented at tonight's meeting. In-person attendees may ask questions to Turnpike representatives and review the aerial maps and other exhibits on display. You are encouraged to contact one of the project representatives with project-related questions using your preferred contact method. Their contact information is available on the project website at www.seminolexpyaloma434.com. Thank you for your interest in the Design Public Information Meeting for the Seminole Expressway State Road 417 Widening Project from south of Aloma Avenue or State Road 426 to north of State Road 434 in Seminole County. And thank you for taking time to participate in this meeting. Florida Department of Transportation, Florida's Turnpike Enterprise, welcomes you to the Design Public Information Meeting.
We hope you found the project presentation informative and helpful. At this time, we would like to answer your questions. As part of the registration for this meeting, we asked if you had any questions for us to answer tonight. We have compiled the questions you submitted through registration, phone, and emails, and put together a few slides to help us answer them. Many of you had similar questions. If you think of another question, locate the questions box in the control panel. Type your question in the box and then select the send button. We may not answer all submitted questions tonight, but all questions submitted will receive a written response and become part of the public meeting record. We will now answer the questions we received during registration. John, what's the first question?
All right, thank you, Carlos. First up, what if I can't see all the information tonight? Where can I go?
Thank you, John. That's a good question. If you've joined this meeting and for some reason you're unable to see all the information that we're showing to you tonight, you can always visit the website. All the displays and videos from tonight's meeting are available on the project's website, www.seminolexpyaloma434.com. To review the project exhibits, including the presentation, visit the project website and click the Public Meeting Exhibit Room, the button on the top right. The new page that opens will include a list of exhibits. If you click on one of those exhibits, the exhibit, along with a brief description, will open and allow you to zoom in and out. The exhibits on the project website are the same ones that we will show at the in-person meeting at the City of Oviedo Amphitheater this Thursday, September 1st.
All right. First of a few noise questions here. Was a noise study performed for the project?
Yeah, thank you, John. We received several noise questions, and this was a common one. The short answer is yes. A comprehensive noise analysis was part of the 2007 Project Development and Environment Study and was reevaluated this year as part of the current design. Our noise specialists used federally and state-approved guidelines predicting future noise impacts and identified locations that qualify for noise walls under federal and state regulations. The findings are documented in a draft noise study report that will be finalized after this public meeting.
Is the noise study public information and can it be provided?
Yes, the noise study report is public information. The draft noise study report has been uploaded to the documents section on the project website.
What types of noise abatement methods are proposed as part of the project?
Thank you for that question, John. The only form of noise abatement that is approved by FDOT is the provision of noise walls.
Tell us where along the project that the noise walls are being proposed.
This was the most common question we received. To answer this question, I will now show the proposed noise wall locations based on the noise study. The dashed lines on the following 3 exhibits show the proposed noise wall locations. Starting at the southern end of the project, at the start of the project, south of Aloma Avenue, noise walls are proposed on the west side of State Road 417 in the vicinity of the Clifton Park neighborhood. North of Aloma Avenue, noise walls are proposed on the west side of State Road 417 near the Cross Seminole Trail, and on the east side from Aloma Avenue to Rutherford Place. As we move north along the project, noise walls are proposed on the west side of State Road 417 from north of Chapman Road to Slavia Road. Near the north end of the project, noise walls are proposed on the west side of State Road 417 from the Winter Springs Boulevard Bridge to north of Oneida Lane, and on the east side from north of the Winter Springs Boulevard Bridge to State Road 434.
When construction begins, will the noise walls be built first?
The sequence of construction of the noise walls is at the discretion of the contractor and cannot be guaranteed to be at the start of construction. However, while we cannot dictate means and methods for construction of noise walls, we've found that contractors sometimes do construct walls near the edge of the right-of-way early in the construction staging process. Noise walls along the shoulder of the road, also known as shoulder-mounted noise walls, are not typically constructed early.
Why did my neighborhood not qualify for a noise wall?
John, to qualify for a noise wall, homes must have received a building permit prior to July 19th, 2007, which is when the project development and environment study was approved. This date is also known as the project's date of public knowledge. Homes meeting that deadline were then analyzed to determine if future noise levels will exceed a certain decibel level. And if so, noise walls were studied. To qualify under FDOT policy, noise walls must reduce noise according to certain acoustic criteria. In addition, they must be cost effective, meaning that they must cost below a certain amount relative to the number of homes that receive a 5 decibel reduction. For more information regarding the noise wall process and approach, I would ask that you please visit the website shown on the slide for the Turnpike's traffic noise video.
All right, Carlos, when will construction begin and how long will the overall timeline be for that construction?
Yeah, that's another common question, John. The project bid opening is anticipated for the 4th quarter of 2023, with construction anticipated to start in the 2nd quarter of 2024. The construction duration has not been estimated at this time, but a project of this size takes about 4 to 5 years to complete.
All right, we've got a traffic question here. This project states a goal to accommodate growth in future traffic volumes. What are the current volumes on the road and what are the future volumes?
Thank you. Yes, the Seminole Expressway currently sees about 65,000 vehicles on average per day. The future traffic volumes that we use for planning predict that traffic will grow to over 108,000 vehicles per day in the year 2045.
All right, we've got a tolling question. Some of the toll systems around Orlando are electronic tolling only. What's planned for this project?
This project is not converting the current toll booths to all electronic tolling. That may come in the future as systems are upgraded.
What does the Turnpike do in regards to safety, specifically to the potential of wrong-way drivers going up the ramps?
Good question. The wrong-way vehicle detection system on roadways owned and operated by Florida's Turnpike Enterprise is an integral part of a statewide effort to greatly enhancing driver safety. That system includes 4 rectangular signs which activate and flash when a vehicle travels the wrong direction on the ramp, and sensors, cameras, and technology that alert law enforcement and the Turnpike's Traffic Management Center. Employees at the Traffic Management Center coordinate with law enforcement to intercept the wrong-way driver. Warning messages are also displayed on roadway dynamic message signs to alert others of a possible wrong-way driver. When the wrong-way driver detection system activates, wrong-way drivers usually self-correct and they turn around before entering the high-speed lanes. This project, will upgrade the existing wrong-way vehicle detection systems.
All right, can you tell us what types of landscaping is proposed with the project?
Yeah, the department's process includes developing what are called landscape opportunity plans. These plans will identify areas where landscaping is potentially effective and viable. Typically, landscape design will begin 1 year after roadway construction is complete.
All right, we got a question on the Redbug Lake interchange. The northbound off-ramp right turn at the Redbug Lake interchange has a weave heading eastbound to get to the left turn lane at State Road 426. Is anything to be done to improve this?
Yes, the existing northbound exit ramp has a single free flow right turn lane where traffic must then change 3 lanes to turn left at State Road 426. And this all happens in approximately 1,400 feet. This project will eliminate that weaving conflict by converting the single free flow, the right turn, to dual signalized right turn lanes at Redbug Lake Road. These dual signalized right turn lanes will provide a protected movement for traffic to turn right and safely maneuver to make a left onto State Road 426.
All right, here's one for traffic at State Road 434. Can anything be done to improve the southbound off-ramp turning right onto the westbound State Road 434?
Yeah, thank you for that question, John. This question in particular, as a result of this question, the project team has modified the conceptual design of the right turn movement from the southbound State Road 417 exit ramp onto westbound 434 as part of the plans for this project. Now, the proposed design includes 2 right turn lanes from the ramp to westbound State Road 434, which will be controlled by a new traffic light instead of the current single right turn lane without a traffic light.
All right, thank you, Carlos. That concludes the number of questions that we received during the registration.
Thank you, John, for your help. And thank you, everyone, for your interest in the Design Build Public Information Meeting for the Seminole Expressway State Road 417 widening project. And thank you for taking time to participate in this meeting. Good night.